Uh, Thank you so much for inviting me to this very important celebration of the 70th anniversary of China-Pakistan relations. Senator Musharraf Hussain has been a leading light in maintaining the torch of this relationship, and I would like to congratulate you on your accomplishments, Senator, and your contribution to the Pakistan China relations. Uh, I was very impressed with the statements that we heard from Ambassador Nonrong, from General Hassan, and from the young lady uh, who spoke about the future. And in particular, of course, it's a great pleasure to have heard and be on the same platform once again with my dear friend, Ambassador Shahzuka. I think you have mentioned the contribution of Pakistan and Chinese diplomats to the development of our relationship. And I would like to put on record that the contributions that have been made by Ambassador Shah Khan to Pakistan China relations, particularly in the development of our strategic cooperation, is unmatched and largely unknown, and it will remain so. But that is an acknowledgement that we must bear in mind and in our hearts as we deal with our Chinese friends and try to develop our relationship in the future. China, ladies and gentlemen, is the pivot of Pakistan's foreign policy. And this pivot, which is based on geopolitics, which is based on convergence of interest, and which is based on mutual trust, this pivot will not change. No matter what the developments on the international scene and the developments within our countries, this pivot has remained firm, and we are confident that this will be so in the future. Pakistan's policies and China's policies at the international, regional, and national level are completely aligned. China has extended vital support to Pakistan in many stages of our history, but particularly in recent times, the Chinese support on the Jammu and Kashmir dispute has been vital. The 5th August 29 measures taken by India, which violated the UN Security Council resolutions and international agreements, is a case in point. As China has said, these moves also impinged on China's territorial integrity. We appreciate China's support in the UN Security Council and in other international forums on this issue. For Pakistan's part, our positions on geostrategic issues are totally aligned with China, whether it is in South Asia, in the Indian Ocean, in the Indo Pacific, or in Central Asia. Our policies are convergent and totally aligned with each other. Pakistan will continue to be the strongest defender of China's territorial integrity, wherever this is called into question, whether this is in Taiwan, Hong Kong, Xinjiang, or the South China Sea. With this alignment, this firm alignment between the two countries, our relationship is destined to be strengthened. We must find the best ways in which we can strengthen this relationship. The China-Pakistan economic corridor, as has been stated, is a vital part of the future strengthening of China-Pakistan relations. Yet, we must go and ensure that all the projects that we have agreed upon, whether it is the Gwadar project or the ML1 railway project and other projects, are completed rigorously and in time and in accordance with our agreements. We must complete the special economic zones and install the industries that we have agreed to install in those zones expeditiously. We must explore the opportunities for investment and trade with China. The doors are open. China's trade is $4,000 billion annually, and Pakistan should be able to be a large part of that trade that China has internationally. We have great opportunities in agriculture, in industry, in textiles, in industrial investment, and these opportunities must be taken up by Pakistan. The Pakistani business community must turn its face away from the West, where it spends so much energy, towards the East, because that's where the opportunity is. That is where investment will come from. That is where our industry will come from, and that is where we will be able to remove poverty, as China has done, taking 700 million people out of poverty in 35 years. It's never been done in history. And this is something we can learn from, we can emulate, and we can actually achieve if we direct our policies in the right way. Finally, let me say, China's role in the international community is enlarging. It is important that China will play a vital role in the financial system, in the trade system, in the technology sphere, and these are areas in which we should develop very close cooperation with China. As we face sanctions from our friends in the West, the FATF, which coerces Pakistan, as we face these difficulties, it is from China that we will obtain relief and recourse, and we must turn our face towards that opportunity that we have. Finally, let me say, the basis for our relationship with China is mutual trust. 100% complete mutual trust. There should be nothing done to erode that trust. That is the most vital guiding principle that should guide our policies at the national, regional, and international level. We must not erode the trust that has been built by several generations over the last 70 years. Finally, let me say that under the leadership, the wise leadership of Prime Minister Imran Khan and President Xi Jinping and the Communist Party of China, I am sure that our strategic cooperation and our relationship will be elevated, expanded, and intensified to new levels to become not only iron brothers, but steel brothers in the future. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for crystal clarity which you demonstrated in your speech, and how the future of Pakistan is closely intertwined with that of China. Thank you very much for your the holistic picture which you have given us, and the core interests that we share with China and that we will continue to share with China.